If you sign a used RV contract with an open safety recall, you don't just buy a camper, you inherit a live hazard. And the dealer walks away covered while you carry the risk.
Today, you and I are going to walk through that moment at the closing desk together. In May 2026 alone, NHTSA logged more than a dozen RV recalls touching over 10,000 rigs on the road. By the end of this video, you're going to see the exact grade a typical high-risk unit earns on our RV Watchdog report card and how a dealer's reaction to it tells you everything.
Many buyers never get the full truth at the desk. Later in this audit, you're going to show you the exact documents where a dealer could hide a known catastrophic defect inside the fine print of a buyer's closing packet and expected them to sign it.
This RV Watchdog grade is our investigative opinion based on public records and inspection data, not a legal or engineering determination. Keep in mind that a current grade isn't permanent. Once a unit's recall has been fixed, the grade changes to reflect that.
Absolutely. We're pulling back the curtain on federal loopholes, walking you through zero-cost VIN audit you can run yourself, and exposing the little speeches dealers use to push you into an unsafe rig.
Let's start with one uncomfortable truth so you don't blame the wrong thing. Recalls are not a scarlet letter for no one brand. They're baked into an industry using complex systems under production pressure. The RV manufacturer has high voltage wiring, heavy chassis loads, critical plumbing, and rushed build schedules. Things go wrong across the board. A recall just means the safety net caught a failure and recorded it.
The problem isn't that the recall exists. The problem is what the dealer does with that information you're about to sign. Under federal law, a dealer cannot sell or deliver a new vehicle with an active, unperformed safety recall. If they do it anyway, they face massive penalties.
But here's the loophole you really need to know before you walk onto any lot. For used RVs, there's no broad federal ban stopping a dealer from selling you a unit with an open safety recall. In most states, they don't have to say a word about it before taking your money.
A prepared buyer never begs for her honesty. Let's look at our first data bucket, confirmed safety recalls. At RV Watchdog, our house rule punishes fire, crash, steering, and braking failures far harder than minor paperwork issues. If a model has even one unresolved high-severity fire risk or crash risk open, we automatically cap that entire category. That heavily damages the potential final grade.
When you sit down at the closing desk and calmly slide your independent VIN results across the table, you're running a compliance test in real time.
A slippery dealer will smile and say, just sign now, take it home, and we can deal with the recall later. That sounds casual, but it's deliberate liability transfer.
Right, and good luck later trying to get that fixed.
We hear so many horror stories.
You do.
Let's look at the real-world closing document.
Deep inside the stack of papers under the used vehicle recall status disclosure, a scrupulous dealer could bury an open fire hazard recall without you knowing it. The language normally states, the undersigned buyer acknowledges the following disclosure of the vehicle's NHTSA safety recall status. This form supersedes all verbal comments regarding the vehicle's recall status.
Then they are absolutely trapped.
Yes. They don't fix it. They just legally shifted the entire safety fallout onto you, the buyer.
So when we crunch the hard evidence of this type of risk profile together under our math model, what is the final investigation opinion?
This specific configuration falls entirely outside our standard public A through C presentation scale, flashing a major warning signal for heightened recall exposure.
Our internal government data failed risk index is an analytical opinion tool based solely on public records and their level of risk. It does not declare an RV a lemon or legally unsafe to drive. It highlights exactly where owners face the highest risk pattern and need to document repairs or seek independent legal advice.
A prepared buyer never panics. You execute a systematic plan. Here is an exact 3-step plan to run before handing over a single dollar to that dealer. Step 1, prior to negotiation while still looking over the RV, locate the 17-character VIN on the outside placard, normally located on the opposite side of the entry door. The frame tag, or in some older models, may be inside an overhead cabinet door. Always remember, without this exact number, nobody can honestly verify whether your specific unit is inside or outside a dangerous recall batch. Don't let the salesperson fool you. Moving on to number 2, search the federal databases. It only takes a few minutes. Plug the VIN directly into the NHTSA.gov website or the manufacturer's official portal right there on the dealer lot. If nothing shows up, it means there are no open safety recalls today, which is great news for you. But remember, it does not guarantee the rig never had a defect. It just means any past campaigns tied to your VIN is officially documented as closed. And finally, number 3, at the closing desk, if an open recall appears from your search, the repair is 100% free to you by law. Force the dealer to write the exact recall campaign number and a binding completion date directly into the contract due bill. And do not sign until they do so. If they try to gloss over it or refuse to put it in ink, stand up and walk out.
If you already own your rig and haven't run your VIN, do it tonight. Recalls happen all the time. Just because you've owned your rig for a few years does not mean one does not exist. If it shows recall incomplete, contact an authorized service center immediately to schedule your no-charge safety repair. Everything we've shown you in this video is built from public federal records, NHTSA recall databases, manufacturer service bulletins, and court filings. Our recall grades in many of our videos are an investigational opinion based on public records and manufacturer communications available as of the date of this publication. It is not legal advice, engineering advice, or regulatory findings.
Tell us your year, make, and model in the comments below, and exactly what problems you're running into when it comes to getting an RV recall fixed. We track those consumer patterns to spot systematic industry failures early.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next forensic audit.